can.
Yeah.
I think that they can contest the Falcons and truly bring something home for our region.
Well, let's now talk about the elephant in the room. A trio that came together that looks so strong on paper, but struggled to even make it to this stage. Dream, of course, we're talking about FIFA Kill and Co.
Yeah, right. And I gave him that shout like, oh my gosh, hopefully they can come and take it,
Why are they
secure the
throwing
win.
shade at
But
them? They
with
still
these
claw,
guys,
though.
Jukies and Len, they did place 10th last year in that global final. They come in, they pick up FIFA Kill.
What up,
And if
Evil?
you guys remember,
Welcome in,
FIFA
guys.
Kill Online did take the European solo YOLO. So you
Bring
have
back
two
the top.
players really strong. There's no
Yeah.
way that they're qualifying. So they played through LCQs. They did make it here.
I just hopped off for a
So
second.
we have all
I just gotta go in
returning
again.
to land, but
Cool.
such powerhouses with these guys. I'm looking at Lennon. He's really improved as a player, a content creator. Overall, he's the glue for me to keep this team together because you guys know Juki's, he's really good winning his ones.
Sure.
FIFA
Welcome,
kills,
Chris.
same thing,
Welcome,
but
Steven.
the
Let's
both
go,
of them, that
guys.
duality, you have a slow
starts
and
here in
methodical
just
player.
moments.
Juki's
First game
continuing
coming
to
in.
go straight, but for
What do you guys got to winning?
You know there's going to be locking it down. You got to have
I mean,
Lennon
honestly,
in
I'd love to
the
see
mix.
somebody else win
He's
other
got
than
that peak
SSD,
carry, so
but I
we were
just don't
talking
see it
about it a
happening.
couple weeks ago. He said, does it work? I said, sure it works, man. I mean, you're FIFA after all, dude. Now, he's ready to go. I love it.
There we go.
Actually, the gun skin matches his hair. He's
Wow.
got a little bit of a vibe there.
I love
Yeah, I
FIFA.
mean, we're
He's
absolutely
good
not
dude.
going to miss him up there, right? Lots
There
of
we go.
heads, and we are going to know where that team is sat all weekend. The one thing I will say about this team, Juki's FIFA Lemon, yes, it's not been great. 19th in the upper bracket. And
What up,
First
Venom?
had to scrape LCQs
Venom,
with
thanks
that
for coming
last
back,
game.
man, for
Really
Call of
tough
Duty,
to
bro.
see.
Thank you.
What I think is there's two things here that can redeem them. One, there's
My
no
man,
question,
Justin
basically,
Doyle
pretty
in
much
the
everyone's
chat.
talking about how they are going to basically be a team that gets
For
run
whatever
over,
reason,
and I think
it's
this
echoing out.
suits them for once. They can kind of just do their thing. But also, I've been talking about this a lot this year. They have not had a plan all year, and they
That's right.
finally do. I have talked to them this weekend. They say they finally have a plan, so let's see it in action.
Well,
Yeah,
you
now you're
talked to
muted.
him, and I think it's time for everybody to
Hold on
hear
one second.
from them. We've got Gio on stage
Weird.
with an interview with Juki's. Let's hear what Juki's has to say.
Juki's, your team
Can
must
you
be
hear
one
me
of the
now?
most storied and most
Yeah.
popular teams here today in Vegas. You had a hard time. Yeah,
Still
there
have
you
the echo
go.
on my
You
voice,
had a
though.
hard time
Your what?
getting here. How does it feel to be
I
in
can hear
front
an
of this
echo on
whole
my voice.
crowd and finally having earned your place?
I feel proud for the starters to represent the UK, of course, with the lads, FIFA and Len. Yeah,
How
we had
about now?
we had a rough patch, or we've been
That's
going
clean.
for like a
I
rough
was
stage.
broadcasting
But
our
we're on land now, we're
Discord
playing
and
for the mill,
Discord
so
to each other. That's
I
why
know
you're
the boys are
getting
gonna pop off.
feedback.
So tell me a little bit about that because, you know, obviously, as you say, there are a couple rough
Justin,
patches. When we
I
went into
love that, man.
LCQ,
I appreciate
you
the
guys
support. I
said
don't have
that you'd
that,
sort of restructured
unlocked
a
yet,
little
buddy.
bit.
I gotta get to
How have
1,000
you plan things
followers.
going for the
I gotta
lap?
get to 1,000 followers, my
We've
man.
been
We'll
part
get
of
there,
every
though.
scrim. You know,
We'll
we've
get
been,
there,
even
man.
though, like I said, it has been going
I
rough.
appreciate you.
You know,
Not too
us as
far-
players,
not too far off,
individuals,
man.
we've been learning from each
I mean, I
scrim.
never would have thought we
So
would
like,
be here,
even
man.
though, like I said, like if it's
3
going bad,
weeks.
we're
3
still
weeks
moving
going from
forward. So I feel like
170
we're gonna take
to
all the
620.
roughness into
Yeah,
today
man.
and make sure we pop off.
We're close, man.
Now,
We're close,
last year,
Justin. We're
every
getting
member
there,
of your
baby.
team came either 10th or 11th overall at the grand finals. What are you going to do to ensure that you make it to number one?
Land on SSD, I think.
Can you imagine if they landed on SSD?
Well, before we send it back
There's
up
no
to the
way.
desk, do you have
Nobody's got
any
enough balls
last
to land on that
messages
team.
out for all your fans in the crowd?
You know, thank you for coming, of course, supporting not just me, everyone on the stage, and hopefully we put on a show for you.
All right, sounds like it's going to be a good one. Desk, back to you guys.
All right, Venom, I'll
Well,
ask
there
him.
you guys have it, the interview with Juki's, and you know what? I had to point out
Justin, I
something.
can't wait to see you,
guys
bro,
know with this
at
team,
WrestleMania.
You remember how far behind they were last year in standings?
I
And you
do.
remember that one pop-off game, of course, those map number 5 that they
Guys,
had.
how's the volume?
Even being down
How's
in
the
those
volume
moments, you can
on this?
always
Can you
count
guys
on
hear
them
it
to
clearly?
come up in that
Yeah,
clutch
sounds
factor.
good.
And
Does
you
it
even
sound
mentioned
good?
Daniel.
Okay.
They don't even have a landing zone.
I mean,
They
I'll
have a
figure it
plan.
out. I hope they figure it out, man. This is the time to do it. Listen, that's my trio, all right? I've been supporting them since the beginning.
What
They're
up,
going to
Venom?
do just
Venom's
fine.
over
I
on
believe
Kick,
in them
too?
anyways. I don't know
Oh
if it's
my
blind hope,
God,
but it's
Venom,
hope
you're
nonetheless.
goat.
Let's talk about our final EU team to come
WrestleMania
up
is
on
gonna
the
be
desk.
so lit,
Enigma,
Justin.
who
I
else do we
can't
have?
wait,
Well, it
bro.
would be amiss to
Justin,
not
I
talk about
can't
Omid
wait,
EU,
man.
and this is going to be the Frenchman of Heat,
Yo,
Romalok,
my man
and
Justin just
Enkyo,
said
and I
a
think that this
cowboy
team
hat.
is
Let's
one
go.
to really look at if you're hoping to
Thank
see an
you,
EMEA
bro.
team take this home. They have the best average placing of any squad, the second best amount of kills.
I don't know a lot
And
about
for
this
me,
team, guys.
a lot of
Enkyo,
eyes are gonna
I
be
know I've
on
watched him in
Enkyo,
these
of course,
tournaments.
but I think that they should be on
But they're always
Romalok
playing on like
because he is a
125
phenomenal
ping or
player.
something, and I
Like
think
the team, he's only 11 kills behind Enkyo throughout the whole
Justin,
World
thank
Series,
you so
and for me,
much,
he's an
man.
absolute Rolls Royce of a player.
What a
A
hand
massive
heart. Yo, what up, William?
Of course, their placement consistency has
Came back to
struggled
TikTok.
throughout
All
the
good,
back half
Venom.
this
Dude,
year,
Venom,
but
I
again,
appreciate
think that's
you
a
being
case of
wherever,
like
bro.
things will slow
Seriously,
down
man,
on
thank
LAN,
you.
and that will only benefit them. For me, they've just got to go and do out the same things that they're doing earlier in the year.
Justin,
Let Enkyo
stop
play
it
that
right
slaying
now. I'm gonna
power
come right to
out. Let
Lincoln and
Romulus
kiss you on
lead
the
line,
mouth.
and let
Justin
Heat
with the-
play your support player. If they stick to their
Justin with
fundamentals
the
well,
cab.
they
Justin, thank
will
you, bro.
challenge. They will be a huge part of the prize money conversation.
Well, the
Yo,
fact
my
that
man Venom
Ezekiel's
with the
first
share,
land
thank
is
you,
going to
brother.
speak
Thank you,
volumes about what
guys,
we're going
man.
to see from him
Justin,
this
thank you
week. And
so
some
much for
people
the
can
gifts,
handle that
man.
pressure and be
You don't
just
have to do
fine,
that, bro.
and maybe he's one of them. And I hope it definitely will be. Plus, Omit, let's just call it for what it is. One of the oldest organizations when it comes to Warzone competitive. They're legendary status as far as I'm concerned. So, Daniel, even with that, that's a lot of pressure to take, but you think they got it?
You know what? Listen, I hate
Yo,
hyping up
Justin
the U
with
teams because it
another
makes me
hat
smile. But
mustache. Justin,
I
stop.
love that they're here.
Thank you,
Enkyo was
bro.
one of those
Thank
first
you,
European
man.
players that Omit did pick up, and we got to remember,
You think I'm
Omit
joking,
needs
though,
to
huh?
not be left out,
Oh,
right?
fuck,
To
the
not be
glasses up,
remiss,
yeah, man.
and I do not think that they will be remiss from this leaderboard. I think they've been playing really, really well. They're going to be on LAN, and just canonically, I watched Heats literally go back-to-back 1v3ing two different teams, SSD
God.
and Unrational Squad,
God, I
like
can't wait
not
for
too
me,
long
man.
ago, and that was where I was like, okay, wait, this team's actually kind of gross.
Dude, we're gonna
Okay,
have
maybe we need to
Madman,
actually worry
Marlo,
about them better.
Jordy,
Yeah, and one quick point too about
Dan,
Enkyo, like
Justin,
reaction you could make it. I think he
Steph,
just turned
me
18.
and
The
CJ,
potential that I
Young
see in him
Laces,
is
dude.
could be potentially
What
like
a
the next
crew,
Biffle.
bro.
Musa steps down, Enkyo steps up. So
Alright.
just a quick point.
What
he
a
is a
crew.
fire. This
Yo,
is
with
his first time
another
on LAN,
hat,
but I think
Justin.
he's gonna have that. Hopefully, not get nervous.
Now
have that
you're trying to get
motivation
me to
on
come
his
to
side.
Lincoln. I
Well, let's
see
talk
you.
about another
Wow.
region. That's EU. Now let's move forward for our global
Justin, thank you, brother.
finalists.
Thank you,
Excuse me,
man. I really
APAC
appreciate
and
it.
Latin America, a region that has so much pride. Again, you even heard the crowd how loud they got when they saw the Latin American flag come out. They are looking to go all the way. Let's take a look at the
Thanks,
list
Venom.
of
I
teams who will be
appreciate it, man.
competing, and so many great names. And for you, Enigma, let's talk about one of them.
I know
and
this
that
team right
has
here.
to be
So
CT Black
I played
there
Amir
in
and
the middle of your
Castillo, or it was
screens.
Amir and
Resolve,
Deuce
Panda,
Amir and
Volcom, they come out on top
Fuck, I can't
in the
remember his name
Latam
now. I
North
played them in a
qualifiers, and that is a
$25,000
very difficult
tournament.
region to get out of, ladies and
Isn't that
gentlemen. It's a very
crazy, Sam?
difficult format. You
Yeah,
get one
nuts.
chance.
the team I beat in that
Nearly
fucking
see
tournament
Dave's
right
not
here
make it. It is
on
that
this $1 million
difficult.
tournament.
So they come out on top there, blow that competition away. Very impressive. But I want to point straight to that man in the middle, and that is Panda, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
My
Dude,
first
thank
ever
you,
land that I
Justin.
cast was in Amsterdam. It was a smaller event. He flew from Mexico.
You guys
to
are in
Amsterdam.
Nebraska
The plane
looking
ticket was
to
more
get
than
your
the
car
prize money,
absolutely
but he wanted to
pimped
prove
out,
that he could
detailed.
deliver on land, and he
Doyle's
wins
detail in the chat.
whole
That's your guy.
tournament. So passion
That's your guy.
there in spades for this squad.
The most
Passion
details.
is what drives these
Oh,
games,
yeah.
right?
So
So
good.
the fact that he had that passion, he was
So
willing to
good.
go out there and invest more than he would earn. Hey, speaks volumes about what kind
All
of
stuff that
competitor
would
that
piss
he
me
is. From
off,
CT Black, let's go
he
to
does
CT
easily.
Red.
I'd
Amir,
lose my
Zedart,
mind
and
doing it. I'd be
Castillo.
so mad.
When I think of Amir, I just think of, first off, a wonderful human being. He's an incredible human being. He's got a massive fan base. He represents Latin American well. Every time that we come to an event and Amir is there, he's always coming up, giving us a hug. He's always got a big smile, and he's just such a jovial person. But he's a fierce competitor. Make no mistake about it.
I beat
That
his team
trio,
on a
I
fluke.
expect to go
They were up
very,
9 kills on
very
us, and they
far.
both
So whether
died.
it's CT Red or
So
CT
then we just had to
Black,
survive the
I
rest
think
of the
both
game, and we
those
ended up
teams
beating them by
are
3
looking
kills and eliminating
phenomenal.
them.
And I believe we've got an interview on stage very shortly with one of those very players. But for APAC and Latin America, let us know, chat, who are you supporting from that very region? If you support that region, hey, get
And there's
loud,
LSU,
not only in the stadium, but
South
also
Carolina game.
in
Put
the
on the
chat,
fucking
because
very
they're
end.
going to need your
Is it?
energy all 2 days long.
It's,
Hey, but
6
let's
minutes
go ahead and
left.
kick it
South
over to the
Carolina
stage.
by
We got
4.
Miles joining us,
LSU
right? He's
in
got
the red zone.
Amir. Let's hear what Amir has to say.
Let's go, Amir.
Thank you
This
very,
is
very
great.
much, Reflections. I am joined by Amir. The crowd has loved you, man.
Come
I mean,
on,
it's
baby.
been so exciting to have you here. How are you doing, man? How you feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling great. I'm really excited. This is my second year here with the same team, actually. So let's
There's a
get it
flag,
going.
though.
I'm excited.
Please be on the offense.
You, one of the few teams that hasn't made a change. Why is that? I mean, we hear about roster moves all the time.
I mean, at the end of the day, competition is not like my priority. I am more a content creator, so if I compete, it has to be with someone that I love, with a good friend, and they are my best friends. I love them.
I
God,
love
he's such a
that
good
so
dude,
much.
man.
That's
Dude, Amir's
absolutely
such a
beautiful.
good guy.
Give it up for bromance, folks. Give it up for bromance. Obviously, there's a very loud and very
gotta lose with
happy,
his best
you know,
friends than
system
win
of
with
fans
somebody
here
he's
for
not
you.
best
What does
friends
it
with.
mean to represent
Go.
the region?
That's
the
awesome.
Latam region?
He's a
You
goat,
know, when
man.
I was very young, I grew up watching like my heroes, like scomping them, and for me to be like
When he was
someone that
very young,
represents
the
my
dude's like
country
20.
and my region, and they see me
Dude's 20.
like me being like they're representing represented, I'm really fucking proud.
Yes! Congratulations, beautiful. If you've got anything you want to say to those fans at home.
Viva Mexico, cabrones! Yo,
love it, dude. So gas.
We need more spots to our region. We have a crazy fan base. We have crazy talent. Don't overlook us. We are good. All right, thank you.
Yo, guys, if you guys see new people in chat, make sure to wave to them, say hello. Jessica, welcome in. William, welcome in. Cad, welcome in. Ethan, Pookie, Cino, Jose, what's up, bro? Jose?
And Castillo. Again,
Welcome,
Amir,
guys.
just a great guy. You hear the passion in his voice. Yes, he may be a content creator, but he's also a competitor. Do not underestimate what this trio can do for their region. And, well, their region means a lot to them, and they get loud. That's one thing I love about Latin America. They get loud. But now, we are in North America. Vegas, now it's time to get loud. Let's cover some North American teams. The best region, as far as I'm concerned, in the world. And we've got the guy to
God,
do it.
look at this
Dendro
right here.
on the end. Talk to me about the grueling race of the North American qualifiers.
Well, definitely no bias.
They
on
left
this
their
desk for
Bluetooth
why
up on their
NA
main
is the
desk,
best. Nowhere
guys.
in the arena, if I have to guess either. But North America, it was a crueler. After World Series of Warzone last year, it was roster mania. We heard rumblings of super team after super team getting formed and coming together. Some of them found a lot of success. Some of them missed the mark. I gotta unfortunately talk
really
about
funny.
it. Skullface, Almond, and Noobs. They were seen
Please,
as
God,
the
let
team
somebody
to beat
Bluetooth
very
something
early
heinous
on
onto
this
that screen
season.
in the
Do
broadcast.
not qualify through that LCQ.
Dude, one time in Wichita, CJ went to do laundry at the laundromat. Somebody, the laundromat left their Bluetooth open on their screen, and somebody was Bluetooth and like hardcore stuff on it.
That's funny.
There was no sound or anything, but she goes, Tony. She walked outside, she goes, Tony, somebody's playing this in there, and I had to go let the nice little man behind the desk know. I was dying. I was like, somebody's an absolute. Yo, my man Phil, welcome in, Phil. Thank you so much for that follow, brother. Welcome to the squad, dude. Welcome, Phil. Thank you so much, man.
He's been able to 1v3 teams absolutely all day long.
I mean,
So now, unfortunately, this year, Spixie was not able to make it,
That's
but now
gotta
we
be the
have
team.
another female in the mix. It is T. You may have recognized her dominating in the challenge.
this is the team I'm rooting for. I would love to see Destroy.
With
Destroy,
Team
a
Frenzy and
huge
Jesus is
Destroy
King,
fan.
also E700, but they
My
make
boy
a
Ryder
swap.
should be
All right,
playing
so
this. He got
10X
hacked on.
actually was swapped out before LCQs, and this team collectively got better throughout time, but they pick up T, they qualify getting fourth, and T actually picked up the role to being more of the IGL player. So for the female power T, you gotta do it for the girlies.
And she was looking cool, calm, and collective when we saw her yesterday. She's ready to play. Cannot wait to see what she's able to do on that very stage. Also, shout out to Aiden, DJ Moss, and Z Smith. They were incredible throughout the qualifiers. Aiden is just not only a wonderful person, but also a great competitor. He's been competing now for the longest time. His roots are from Call of Duty. He's played other BRs, but he comes over to Warzone and, well, continues to dominate. I cannot wait to see what he can do up there. And then also, I'd be remiss if I did not bring up Huskers, Brolic, and Jackal. Huskers won the 2021 trios and duos, right, for the World Series of Warzone. Since then, it's been relatively quiet, but he's looking to be on that revenge tour. We had a chance to interview him throughout the qualification stages, and he said, this is my revenge tour, my redemption arc. I believe in him, and I know he believes in himself. Now, for the next 2 days, he's going to really have to believe and dig deep if he wants to become the champion. But if there's anybody that can do it, it's Huskers and his roster. But there's another trio that we need to talk about. Dream, who do we got?
Of course, it's the other end of the right COD, the team COD community that had Unrational and Scummin on it, which we know of some of that last year, that team drama that happened. Scummin and Unrational were not able to make it to the global LAN, which is crazy, right? But this year they're here, and now they in fact do have Dongy in the mix. Which, if you guys remember, Dongy played with Nofo and Vombot last year, I believe, placed 22nd. So they have a player that at least has LAN experience, and Dongy, of course, has been really tearing it up this year. He has really been improving as a player, been even in the top Slayers performances we saw even at EWC. So with this team for COD community, we're really excited to see them as a trio. You gotta be happy that Scummin's here. And you saw the trash talk.
I did.
He's apparently one to kill on the map.
Well, hey, now it's time to talk about the big dogs in the room. Let's talk about Team Falcons. You might know them as SSD as well. It's their tournament to lose, Dandro.
I mean, listen, you said big dogs, and they got some big dogs on the team.
These guys are just so good. Kill 2 out of the 3. They find a way to regain, man. They're just so good.
Dominant. It's just some of these stats, right? They won 30 out of their last 34 tournaments. That is an insane stat. What scares me more, though, hey, we have match point for the first time here on LAN. This team, once they hit that match point, they have a 50% win rate going on, and to be able to close out the tournament. And a lot of that is just due to some of the roles of these players, right? You have that entry fragger in Shifty. He is is not afraid to just go ahead, get into the mix, and find that two-piece that they need. But he's only able to do that because they
Anyone
have
who says these guys are cheating, you're a bot. These guys have already won on the land this tournament this year.
I got Biffle on my
chill
back,
that shit.
and it helps when you got the closer himself, Mr. Hisoka, on your
That's
back.
why
He's
that's why
calling
that's
the
built,
rotations. He's helping them
I'm
get
glad
to
we
those
do it
spots
in
they need.
Minecraft.
In SSD,
That's
people call them
A lot of the
cheaters
times, he's
all
their
the
top
time.
fragger on
Like, all these guys are
you love
cheating.
seeing
They
your
went to a
IGL
tournament in
being
Saudi
able to pick
Arabia.
up
It was
alongside
land.
even your
They
slave.
just
I
cooked.
can't even think
They
the
won.
last time
It's
they
like
lost a tournament.
2 of the
to be
guys,
honest
2 out of the
with you. I
3
mean,
these
they
guys won
absolutely
last year. It's like they're not cheating. They're on land, brother. Like, what more do you want? Like, this is like the Kobe and the Jordan of Call of Duty.
I want to talk well about
Like,
North
just show the
America.
respect.
There is, of course, the Team Falcons. They're indomitable for a trio
You got
that
your
is just
grandmas?
absolutely blowing
Hey, let's
everything else
go.
away. However, what I will say, they are under immense pressure. The dynasty
Yeah,
claim.
the pressure
Falcons
for
must
them is
fly.
insane.
They
Yes.
do not win this event. It was great what you did at the Esports World Cup. It's wonderful what you've done through the rest of the year. You fall here, your dynasty claim is over,
These
quite
are the
frankly.
faces right
And if
here,
it
Sam, when
bleeds,
you
ladies
drop
and
in the
gentlemen,
war
it can
zone,
be
their
killed.
faces are
We are
literally in the
starting
war
to
zone
see
map on the
chinks
side of
in the
buildings.
armor. They are close.
From
We've
last
seen
year.
slow
Yeah.
starts as
They won
recently
last
as
year. This is like
Tuesday. We are starting to see
Warzone
that some of these
champs, and it
teams
shows their
believe,
names and their
and even more
faces.
so when, and I don't necessarily believe in this, but a couple of the squads out there, ladies and gentlemen, believe that they are backpack
That's pretty dope.
merchants. We've seen C4s change, we've seen Bunker Busters change. So all of a sudden, a couple of these squads think that the Falcons can be caught.
You mentioned the chinks in the armor, and if it bleeds, it can die. I look at Esports World Cup. Now, the group stage is totally different. They said they were going to win by over 100 points. They did exactly that. However, when we went into the final day, they had a little bit of a tussle with the muscle with Fnatic, and they nearly lost that. It came down to the final game. It was so very close. So that comes to show me.
Nearly lost,
No
but they
Fnatic's not
still
here.
won.
I know, and I
Yo,
wish
guys,
they
we're
were.
almost at 100
Regardless,
subs now on
teams
YouTube
can
as
challenge
well.
them,
Holy
and
cow,
if they
man.
do,
Let's go.
they might be able to take down the big titans of Falcons. Now, will they be able to do so? Again, it's up to the competitors, but regardless, they did show some chinks in the armor. Now, Dream, there's a lot of teams to be watching out for. I've got to ask you, what's the Dream team to take it all?
Well, we've been sitting here highlighting teams, talking about a bunch of teams, and this is a segment, yes, where we do pick a team we think that's going to take it all. If you guys think that I'm not going to pick SSD, Team Falcons, you are crazy.
These commentators are
We are going to
terrible.
do it, and that man, okay, we've mentioned it. You know what? Soka, gotta say it, Big Soak, all right, he's an IGL player that can do it all. But keep in mind, for the last 3 years, Soka has been on top, okay? 2022, guess what? He was in second. Now, being in that last year, not able to take the global, here today,
It's like,
you would
this
love
is
to
just
see
another
Team
example
Falcons
of
do
Call of
it,
Duty is
and
not
unfortunately,
giving
and
you what
it
Call of
is
Duty players want.
speculation that we're hearing Biffle
These
could
commentators,
be retiring,
man,
but
are
all
not what
three
Call of
players
Duty
in
players
Shifty,
want.
Biffle, and Soka have been dominating
Like, get rid of
Warzone
them.
for the last
Give us
pretty
the
much
boys.
3-4 years, and also to pop off power. Can someone challenge them today? Let's find out. But I want to hear it. I know you guys want to hear the energy from them. I believe we have an interview with Team Falcons. Let's go ahead and hear what they have to say.
What's going on, guys? My name is Hector, aka
Hector, this is who we
today
want.
I will be interviewing
We want
Team
Hector
Falcons.
as the main
Boys,
broadcast.
how we feeling, man?
Feeling good.
Feeling ready, man. I'm excited.
Hector's the GOAT,
Talk to
man.
me. How
Repulse.
did this team come together? How did this team form?
Yeah, we were looking for an IGL, and I played with this guy since Verdansk, so we just made the call, told him about the Falcons, and he joined pretty easily.
Okay. D, did you have any say in this, or was it all Shifty?
I mean, it is definitely a team decision.
Guys,
so
the two
we needed
guys
an
on the
IGL that
outside,
could
they
get us
won
that end game
the $1
and
million
close, so
last year,
we thought Soka
and they
was the
said
best
we
decision
have
for
to
that.
be better.
Makes me feel
And
confident.
they literally
My
went
teammates
out and
believe in
got
me.
another player.
There's a lot of pressure, though.
That's
but,
how
you know,
insane that is.
Pressure either makes people fold like paper, but from my point of view, it's pressure makes diamonds, baby. So let's shine.
Okay. Big man over here. Okay, I like that.
Feel me?
All right, so let's get into some hard questions now, right? Who do you guys think is the most overrated team here?
Overrated.
Maybe
Overrated.
Huskers in them?
Huskers?
Yeah, I mean, really bad EWC performance. I gave them their flowers there, and then they just got dead last. So it's hard to put any stock into that team right now. I don't know if there's really any like highly rated teams right now.
Or maybe I guess where the community thinks is a really good player team, but in reality their team is horrible.
Breadman. Damn.
Like I said, players, specifically Breadman. Holy dude. That guy plays BR like it's like blackout. Like there's no buybacks. Come on, dude.
Yeah, I guess I'll agree with that.
Who in your guys' opinion is the worst team here?
I'm gonna have to say probably Reload and the boys. I don't know about those guys, man. They just
Onliners?
They're onliners. They're like bedroom cheaters. So
D, who do you think is getting dead?
Damn.
Maybe like FIFA? Bro, I'm telling you, their team is in shambles, bro.
Shifty. which CDL player
These guys are throwing
do you think you could replace instantly on a starting roster?
I'm off with go big, go home. Give me Pred.
Pred?
That's cap.
Give me champ. Give me champ.
Oh, this is going on Twitter. Okay.
That's cap.
All right. So now I'm gonna switch the tables on you.
He ain't changing him for
Which
Pred.
CDL player do you think could come and join your roster and instant click with y'all?
Like replace one of us?
Yeah.
You can't. None of them.
None of them?
None of them.
No.
Not a single CDL player can come and join you guys.
Give the best one. They're not touching us. Not even close. They could not replicate what these two can do, nor what I can do.
Well, that kind of concludes our interview today. Some great questions, some great answers. I'm not gonna lie, I was shocked by a couple of them, but I'm curious to see what.
This is also what makes these guys so good, man. Is they have that confidence and swag when they take a gunfight. They know, like, I'm gonna gun this kid.
Thank you. Ready.
It's amazing. They
Well,
just
there
know
you
I'm gonna
guys
gun
have
this
it,
kid.
the interview with the Team Falcons, and I gotta say, hanging out with those guys,
Give us Hector,
you
man,
feel
not
so
these
much
guys.
more
Give us
confident.
Hector.
Like, they're insanely confident. But the question here today, can they secure that dynasty?
Hell yeah, Shu, you know it, bro.
Legacy, you think about that pressure, but they seem like they have none of it, you guys.
So all the
Well,
competitors are getting ready to
there was
come
a lot
out.
of shots fired, by the way, during that
Look at that
interview.
stage, though.
Rest in peace, Fief apparently and Breadman. They went absolutely in, and it
So I'm
wouldn't
guessing
be
they
a
start
Ripple's
here in about
interview
12
or
minutes.
show without them mentioning Warzone versus CDL pros. I'm not going to open that can of
I'm
worms,
guessing
okay?
like
I'm not-
1
I will
o'clock,
not,
Shu. That's
because
what I'm
it
guessing.
just doesn't
It
end.
said
Jack,
12, but I'm
you
guessing
guys
1
can
o'clock
get started
now.
if you want. You do what you want to do at all times. But one debate that I will start, though, is EU
shaving
versus
my hair
NA
today.
versus our global finalist. All right, so let's get it started. It's
You got
actually
Jade
a
or
fun
what?
debate, and I hope it gets a little bit spicy because we're not
It's
on your
just
home
getting
turf.
long.
Nick, let's start with you.
No, I appreciate you, gentlemen, as always. One of the
We
reasons,
both
of course,
had
why
it
I've got to
good
talk about why the
Eight
EMEA
days.
region looked
Yeah,
better
hard.
this year and can do better than we did in London is we have so much
that's who
more
I'm going
depth
for.
than
I
we
hope
did. Last
Destroy
time we were looking
crushes,
at one
man.
or two rosters to maybe make things
Yo, what up,
happen.
Shu?
This time we're talking about OMIT EU, VA, Team Louis CM, Team Prodigy, so many different squads. That's before we start talking about the Middle East.
Shu, when we move
truly
places
believe
here in
that
a
we have
month,
several
bro,
teams
in the
here that
game
can
room,
put
you're gonna
on
have
in
to be on
Vegas,
stream more.
make things happen. The second one is I'm looking a little
You guys
bit
are moving?
through the North American
Yeah, I think
squads.
I think
It's
we
a
wanna
bit
find a house
embarrassing,
instead of
ladies
our
and gentlemen.
apartment right now.
North America
Just
squads
good,
top
yeah.
conversation outside of the Falcons.
Give us an extra room,
You're
man.
nowhere. You're a mid-table team.
I think in a
Going on to the
backyard for our
timeline talking about
dogs,
how
you know?
NA are on top. Show a little bit
Yeah.
of pride.
That's
Play
a
is
big
more
thing
than
to
just
get
a
our props for the
participation
backyard.
trophy talking about your region.
Yo, my man,
Make
thank you
things
so
happen here
much
online.
for
You're a
that
player,
follow, brother.
not
Thank
a
you so
fan, but
much.
running your
Really
pockets at the end
impressed.
of the day.
Appreciate
Turn
that.
up in Vegas.
That's what me and Raven want to get, man. Is find a house.
I mean, it is, but to quote one
Better-
of my
better get
favorite
an
players,
apartment.
Braxton, EU sucks.
It just sucks because she stepped on a week until
They've been
March.
top of the leaderboard
And it's like,
4-1.
I've been on month
Listen,
to month
last year
for
I got
years.
booed by 3,000 Europeans.
Yo, Adam, thank you for the follow, Goat. Twisted Metal.
My home.
Welcome to
I love
the squad,
this.
guys.
And now
Thank you,
we
man.
are
Welcome
on
in,
the
you
top.
guys.
I love that a lot of our players, they are coming. Did people actually boo me?
Yeah, they did. It was
Okay,
few,
I'll take
it was few, but there was
Dude,
some out there.
well, it's
EU
part of
needs
the
to have
aura
a
now.
team
It's
top
okay.
off
It's
here.
A-okay.
Give them
But
a
either way,
little
the point
credit.
is that
EU
NA has been
needs
just been
this.
so dominant. I truly believe that. And let's just remember that we recently had a tournament where a lot of NA players came over onto that EU ping and still choke slammed you, my guy.
Choke
So
slammed, yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The thing is that there's, I do believe that at the very top, NA are going to be, of course, very difficult to move when you talk about the Falcons. I do think that the average at the end of this tournament is going to be better in EMEA, but also, you talk about that whole ping thing. We did a tournament recently on European ping, and the European team came out on top. So we're on land now. That ping conversation's over, baby.
All right, Dream.
Yeah, and I'd have to say, I will take that side because you guys know I like
Thank
to
you,
mediate a
LW.
little
I
bit,
just
you know,
looked up
I
and we're
have
at
to look
1,000
both
likes,
sides,
man.
but
Thank you, brother.
I'm gonna take Enigmas on this one.
Really? Thank you, man.
Because you have to look at
Cricket,
that
welcome.
Team Falcons MENA team, right? Crims
true.
isn't here, but they
Yeah,
were here
LW's
last year.
go.
Okay,
That's
no
the Savage
experience,
Viper,
and
too.
now they've progressively gotten better. So for that region, for like some of the Middle Eastern regions that don't have the, you know, the ping, the practice, the experience, they're getting that, and for teams like that, they just keep getting better. So NA, yeah, okay, maybe dominant, but you've had all the cards in your favor. In our favor. Our favor.
Well, that is true. I cannot believe actually it's a 2-1 on damage.
Can I get some help?
I'm gonna help you out. We got the best team in the world. I represented the Falcons, and it's of course a North American team. I don't want to hear any arguments. We've been through that already. Falcons is the best without question. Although much love to the EU fans out there. Latin America though, again, I love them. I really do. And the fact that you do have the MENA Falcons, and I like that they are representing the Falcons this time around. So you've got Falcons with SSD. You got MENA Falcons as well coming in with Zix and Hamoud. Zix and Hamoud are very talented players, and I hyped them up during the Esports World Cup. I'm going to hype them up here during the Global Finals. They now have LAN experience, and they're looking to go all the way. They're passionate people. They're passionate players. I know it means a lot for
My
them
man
to be
Sammy with
on
the
this
share,
very
let's go.
stage. So last year,
That's
I
what
do
I'm talking
remember
about,
us
Shu.
kind of being
I wish I
very
could
North
pin
American
stuff on
EU
TikTok.
heavy, but let's not forget
I
our
know,
global
right?
finalists made some big impacts, made some big waves, and had some great finishes. So you cannot count them out. Now, chat, let us know, who do you support, right? Is it EU? Is it NA? Is it the global finalists? What kind of side are you on? Amir did give a great argument for Latin America. That got me pumped up too, and the heart was going. But it's going to be a good time.
I've
whatever
never had
region
this
that you
strawberry
do
apricot
support.
Red Bull.
And Dandro, there's been
That
a
thing's
lot of
fucking
changes
delicious.
going into
It's
Warzone
amazing.
competitive, and
Awesome.
actually Warzone
Bro,
competitive
it
might
is
be new
so
to
good.
maybe some of the viewers out there. Why don't you go ahead and give them your Dandro's deep dive?
Oh my
Hey,
god.
well, thank you so much, Taylor. Of course,
I'm trying
you
to
might
sip
be
it 'cause
tuning
if
into
I don't
competitive
slam it,
Warzone
but
for
it
the
is
first time, so I thought it'd be great to just do a level set
The
of what you're going to be
jackfruit
seeing a lot of our competitors use here today. Maybe get an idea to
good.
drop your
Yeah.
PR in those pubs. Let's kick it off with that AR. It is, of course, the Season 4 edition in the STG. This thing hits like a truck. It has fantastic controllable recoil, and it just allows players to really kind of lean into that 3-2-1 meta, right? You get a lot of team shots going, you're going to be deleting teams. I got a chance to interview Z Smith, and he said, I'm having a blast lately. I'm just shooting kids out of the sky. And a big reason of that is this STG that's here. Now, for every AR, you got to have something that backs it on up, and it's going to be an SMG. Let's take a quick look at some of the guns we've seen throughout the World Series of Warzone, because I think it starts to paint a picture here. We had some fun with the SVA. We had that Kar 98 come in for a little hot sec when it was in that one-shot meta, and then we had the Holger 26. Okay, it was a little bit better, but we had that Superi. The Superi reigned supreme through a lot of those finals that we saw between North America and EMEA. Over 15,000 eliminations that were there. And what that tells me, having a good SMG in your back pocket, that is so important when you're trying to run through these buildings, when you're trying to play in those end zones. And well, we have one. It is the static HV that is here. This thing lets you be a little slippery toad on the map. It's hard to grab you, it's hard to find you. But the thing that I love about it is that you just have a default 50 rounds in the back pocket, okay? You don't have to invest this magazine attachment slot to be able to have that high magazine capacity. It's going to allow you to take multiple gunfights right after another, and that's really important when we get into these end game scenarios. You're going to see a lot of players really using this to its full extent.
Bro, why were they
We
talking
also
up the
kind of talked a little
Superi
bit
in that
earlier about some
graphic?
other changes that we
And then
had.
they went
If
with
you
the
tune
static.
into any of the
Like,
past, kind of parts of World Series of Warzone, it's been C4 smoke zone as the community has so
Look at the guy
much
shooting
called
this
it.
thing.
But guess what?
They're literally
C4s
shaking
are
like a
out.
stripper.
Thermites are in. People are using those to really block paths and have
Hey,
some
man.
great fun with it. We've had some touch-ups to the bunker
Hey, we
busters
love you.
as well. I do think we are going to see a little bit of a
Shooting that
change
thing,
in
man. It's
play
over
style
there
here,
shaking.
especially on land.
Change in play style leads into a change of the guard. Now, Goj has been talking about this throughout his commentary alongside that of Spider Tiff. For the longest time, we had the usual suspects being at the top. You think back to TBE, right? But over the
Is
time of
Repulse
the
live
Warzone
today,
competitive
guys?
landscape, especially when we introduced
Did not mean to
the
pause that.
global stage, last year being London, obviously here being Las Vegas, I feel like things have
shit,
increased
Repulse is live.
tenfold in the Warzone competitive space. And that means, what changing of the guard, right? That
Teams here that you kind of got any beef with or anyone you're worried about or you really want to put them down?
I like the drama.
Who's he got beef?
The team that we had beef with didn't even qualify, so.
Oh, what the fuck? Who? Yo.
That's fair. Anything you want to say to the fans back home
He
watching
tweeted
from
at
Australia?
somebody. Oh,
Appreciate
man.
all the Aussies supporting us. It means the world. And yeah, we hear you all.
Oh, it was rated.
Loud and
Oh,
clear.
was it rated?
Rated? We'll see you in the game.
Hey, I ain't fucking with him either, man.
Hey,
You see how tall he is?
7
foot.
Looking to go
One
big
swing, I'm
Australia,
out.
Man, you know, it's
Bro,
interesting
sleepy
going
for
all the
sure.
way back to when I started in 2012 and thinking
Okay,
about
is that Panda? Is that
Australia,
Panda?
mind
I think that's
freak
Panda right there.
Yeah, he's standing up.
competitors and the pain
Yeah,
difference
I already
and,
know. These
young
guys gonna be
players
talking
like Chris
hella
Wwe
shit
competing
together,
last
bro.
year during the
I'm here for it, man.
I love it. You guys don't know who this is? This is Hector, aka Repulse.
They put like
He used to be a pretty good Call of Duty player.
with something in them.
Amazing, and then he does all of our tournaments
Well, I
now.
wonder how they did their seating chart because
Yeah,
they
it's
could have.
That's
They
J God,
actually made it. They could have made
Rampage.
it crazy.
Yeah.
They could have, yeah.
Oh man, dog. It's about to go down, Chad. It's about to go down, man.
It is.
No, I honestly, I'll be honest. I expected there to be delays. I don't know. I knew it was gonna happen.
Well, it's usually that first one, and then it just goes smooth.
Yeah. And then it just runs.
A little hiccup,
runs.
a little hiccup.
They are an hour delayed here.
But it's
I
weird
knew
because
there
they
was
ran
something.
one yesterday and it worked fine. That's just how things go with tech.
They can
It
do their
just
best to
happens.
try, you know.
That's what you gotta like.
Others who are genuinely looking to make a name for themselves on the biggest stage. They've got to take that moment. They've got to own it. Do you think there's a big difference between the veterans and the newcomers on the stage.
I think 100%.
Yes, sir, Venom.
I
Yes,
think
sir.
that we're seeing this with Fever Kill, Lennon, and
Unless
Jukies.
you're a
They finally
champion.
found out that it's not about just turning up and
You're a
shooting your gun
champion, you
anymore.
stay,
This is
but
kind of
if
like
you're not a
when we were
champion,
all
you can
kids and we were in
split.
school and
They
your mom
gotta
told you you were very
remake
clever. And then you finally get to university or maybe college or whatever, and suddenly you realize you're actually a bit average. You need to put in some work. And I think that's what this is now. As we've evolved, as the space has grown, and it's been wonderful to be a part of seeing that throughout this last year. But you've got a lot of these players now that suddenly think, well, hang on a second, I've got to start to assess my VOD. I've got to have a plan coming into this, and not just 1, 2, or 3 some of these teams are bringing. That's how this has got to work out. So I think as we start to rise on through the new guard, and one of the things as well with the old guard, of course, the only previous dynasty, the only one we've ever had in this space, Tommy, Almond, Noobs, technically none of them qualified for this.
Yeah.
Tommy will be a coach
right.
for Team Community. Almond, Noobs are in the subs, but this really is a shifting.
One thing that I loved that that Enigma said was that there's a lot more that goes into this.
won
We have
$100,000
bigger players
last
into
year,
the
not in
mix.
there.
We have
You and
big
Rex?
orgs picking up
You
these
guys wanna
teams
be
where the
singles
teams are like,
wrestlers?
okay, I have to take this serious. I'm
Sure.
representing an org, and even for Falcons going into EWC, right? That was one of the things they said, like, okay, we're confident, but we're a little bit nervous. But now that they got that win, they got that land at EWC going into this, that confidence is carrying. So when you have that support that's just carrying you further into the ether, you know, you really can go far, and that's just it. Support. We continue to need to have it because it'll only keep growing.
Confidence is key. You got confidence, it can take you really anywhere in life. For me, well, it kind of tapers off. But, you know, sometimes I got that confidence. Enigma, I appreciate the gas whenever you do give it to me. Dantro, you always keep me level-headed, and I appreciate you for that. That is quite literally your job. It was in your contract. Let's talk about how today is going to work out. Again, we've got 2 days of competition. Today is only day number 1. You'll get to see all 40 trios once again competing, 120 players. They're playing for points this time around to lead into tomorrow. Tomorrow is 150 points. However, first place today walks away with 40. That gets you that much closer. I believe we said 23-something%. I don't know what it was. I don't do that.
It was 26.4%, but I don't think we can understate how important getting those 40 points. As a quick reminder, 2nd through 5th will be getting 30 to start day number 2. It is really, really clutch that you actually perform well here today. I heard some competitors saying, day 1 doesn't really matter. Day 2 is when we got to show up. And I'm like, brother, you're letting SSD start with potentially plus 40, and we're trying to get to 150?
Yeah.
Insane that we kind of get the chop.
Some people were, I think, repulsed them during their polls check, during their podcast, which, by the way, love listening to that every time I take a shower. I think to myself, they're like, dude, this could be ended in, it wasn't a weird statement, just roll by. I think to myself, like, they were like, dude, this could end in 3 games. 3 games, maybe 4. I'm thinking we go 8. I'm hoping we get 12, maybe even 20. Well, 20 would be a lot, but I hope we at least get 8, and there's a good reason for that. Me and Gozer, we're talking about that. But 3 games would be absolutely nothing. You're right. It could be a death sentence to give SSD, Team Falcons, right, that 40-point lead going into the next day. But enough about the trios. Let's talk about the solos. The solo YOLO is back. $50,000 going to the winner in each and every year solo YOLO has been around. Well, it has not disappointed. Dream, there it is. Scump winning the first. And, well, that's what kind of started the whole CDL Warzone debate. But regardless, talk to me about solo YOLO and what it's like for the competitors.
Oh, that was going to say, that was a blast from the past because that was insane how much that had happened there. But solo YOLO severely intense, and we saw back in the day, both regions were playing collectively online. So this is actually Chow taking it for the European region, and oh my gosh.
With the riot shield.
Yeah, right. We saw a lot of riot shields and people ducking in corners, but it's literally stay alive, last one standing.
Take us back to Verdansk.
I think as an EMEA fan, this is something I'm extremely excited for this year. Yeah, we can see about Chow there, but also FIFA Kill flew over to North America, won it over there, and there's been 2 solo YOLOs in Dubzz-N-Stache.
Sure.
Juki's won one very recently there, as well as Enkyo picking up one earlier on in the year. So personally, I'm really looking forward to this event.
I am as well. It's always so fun to see the teams break apart, and last year was just absolutely nuts watching Skullface win in the way that he did. I believe in that gulag, that famous gulag against Shifty, was
Sage.
Or Sage.
Yeah, Sage giving the gulag to Skullface, saying, no, listen, I just won the whole event. I'm giving it to my boy. Skull gets back on in and
Sage
goes on
gives
an
him
run
the opportunity, goes and wins, and then Sage gets dropped from the winning
But we got to talk about, too,
Crazy.
remember who came in 2nd and 3rd in that? Soka and Breadman, who are here today as well. So I'm looking towards something. This was insane. Part of Warzone history, dude, just being able to play up there, bait both of them on in. It was just insane. I love that we have all these players competing today.
Skullface
It's
didn't
just
even
one of
make
my
it this
favorite
year.
things of the World Series of Warzone.
Without a doubt. Now, I love Redman, but it was sweet justice to see the Riot Shield lose that 1v1 at the end. First place, $50,000. I love
Damn, LSU took the lead with
that we just
fucking
did
a
zeros
minute
for
to go.
everybody else, just in case you
And it
didn't
scored?
realize only first place gets
Yeah.
$50,000. So if you're second, you're the first loser
How
out
much
there.
are they
I'd much
up?
rather just be the first
Five,
one out
yep,
at that
and
point in
four.
time.
Oh, that's
to be
fine.
that close.
Either
No,
way.
50,000. That's a lot
Yep.
of money. We're in the
They're
right
not-
place
they're not
actually
covering
to
10.
earn that money. Put
They're
it all on
up
red.
by
That's,
3.
that's my strategy out there. Solo Yellow's back. Can't wait to see how that's going to go. Dandro, I actually hope that we
$50,000 for the
bring in
winner.
the wheel
Second place, you
again,
get
right?
zero.
To kind of see.
Can you imagine
Because
coming in
that's
second
how we
place on a
predict it.
I'm like really
$50,000
hoping for
match,
that because last year we spun
No.
it and I
That
got
was my
DJ Moss.
freaking
And I was like, I got my boy.
mind.
I was like, yeah, and I want to get it again. DJ, his whole
Yeah.
family's here.
Touchdown
Huge shout out
Ducks!
to Matt
Come
and his
on!
family for coming in from Ohio. Love that they are here. DJ's one of my boy, and I think he can also pull out the Solo Yola. That guy, he's a little bit of a nerd. He's like, he's really cool. But he's like,
come on.
yeah, I know the spots. I know the tricks. Don't worry, I got
DJ
it. And I
wins Solo
think he's
Yola.
gonna really perform
Yeah.
well. The wheel was very fun.
It
Production.
was.
Please bring the wheel back.
I hope we do. I hope we do. I hope we do. Or at least polls check. They can maybe implement that in their own product. You know, when I think about families, though, you mentioned DJ Moss. We had a chance to actually talk to him yesterday when we were leaving the arena, and he's like, "Yeah, my whole family's coming." I said, "That's a beautiful thing.
I like DJ Moss.
That's a
He's a
beautiful
nice
thing."
guy.
Because you know, we talk about esports and it's passion based, and it really is, but it can be tough to do, right? So that family support takes you quite a long way, and there's a lot
Bro,
of
if you're
families
playing in a
here,
billion-dollar
supporting,
tournament and your
right?
family
maybe their
doesn't
son,
support
maybe
you,
their daughter, right? So
F
you never
them.
know
Like,
who's going to
come
be
on.
out there in the chat. T, right? Shout out to her.
It's the same thing as
It's
like
going to be a
playing in
good
the
time. It
World
really
Series
is, and I
at
know
that point.
everybody's
Like, this is
going to
the
get
top
loud.
tier
SSD, obviously,
of
they
your
have the
profession.
biggest chip on their shoulder. They look like to be the most dominant team. FIFA, he was catching strays during the interviews. The question is, could he, along with obviously Jukies and Lennon, come out on top? That's a big question because there's some big names. Last year wasn't the best either.
Dude,
But
the Ducks
there's a lot of
jerseys today are so
questions.
good.
I'm
They're
wondering
so
how it's
clean.
all going to unfold. For Miles, though, he's out there on the stage. We've got Seppa. Let's hear what Seppa has to say.
Is that game on next?
Good
they're-
day, mates. How we
Oregon,
doing?
they're
Very
playing right
excited,
now.
though. Seppa, mate. How you
Yeah.
been? It's been, mate, last time I saw
They just
you,
went up
gosh, trying to
7-0.
remember now, but you've been out to the US so often recently.
I
How
see
you
that
been?
now, yeah.
Pretty good, yeah. We just finished a 3-week boot camp. So yeah, we're feeling really prepared and keen.
What are you
Game seems
excited
to
for
be the
the
key thing here.
opening season, opening Big Ten year for Oregon?
Wooden spoon.
I mean, I am, but it's,
They did
they opened with
loadouts.
Ohio State pretty much. So it's like
I know.
October 12th, they have Ohio State.
They have a real quick awakening to Big Ten.
It's like playing Washington. Well, before Washington's entire
Keep an
team
eye
got cut.
on the main podcast.
Yeah.
It'd be cool if they blacked out their.
That's crazy how bad.
We got a sniper from Breadman. All he needs is a light pick, so he can wallbang.
They're fighting Almond.
And we just saw him. He doesn't have gulag anymore, so they're gonna have to buy him.
Like,
Too much control. This is
Wait, is this the real match
Hey,
going?
Brett's sounding confident.
Yeah.
What he's
Right,
talking
John.
about.
I mean, sniper.
He's being very assertive right there. He said, "Come back to
my
me."
man. I've never seen Destroy so locked in, bro.
Destroy,
he's
come on,
locked
bro.
in.
What the fuck's
He
going
knows
on?
it.
Wait, Nate Dogg's last.
Right, here we go.
Team community.
Look, at the end of the day, any team that has a great start usually has a great finish in a game like this. And so because this team was able to win
This is
high
game
res,
one
they were
right
able to
here.
rotate over here to Opera. They could keep looking for kills. They know what they can do from a kill and slaying potential. The question is, can they
Yeah, it's
get their
game one.
multipliers? This is a really good team.
The
Up
main
until the
broadcast
last
went
couple
down.
weeks
The
or
main
so, Chris,
broadcast
that's
crashed.
team number 2. And
So
now
you had to
maybe falling
refresh.
into the
I
top
just
5,
looked at
top
repulse
10,
and they
but I
started
still
going.
believe them
And
to
they
be
were
one
just
of the
yelling
best
at people
teams
to
here.
refresh.
But to
That's the technical
Silo we
difficulty they were
go.
talking
And
about,
I'm
was
going to be
the
honest,
stream
it's good to see flanked on
Ah,
lane again,
okay.
this time with Gabe and Blast. And this Gabe,
like, no way they're
Kieran, if
not
you don't know
started. It's
Gabe,
after 1
this is
o'clock.
one of
They
those
just
players
started.
with some rumors out there of a Rookie of the Year. I know those questions are in the air.
You're not
Gabe
wrong.
is very, very talented. The question is, how long will his leash be? And apparently, not all that long. Grabs an ATV and is going to go catch up with his team.
Well, he's one of those players that has been talking a lot about how he wants to be the next up, the very
That's
best that
3
has
teams
ever
here.
touched
I
Warzone.
love this
and
Call of Duty
he's definitely on
track
that
because you can
right
see the different
path. But
colors
when you
of the
think
teams
about
here.
Bazaar in general,
Really shows you,
this
like,
fight
who's
has been
moving in. Like,
occurring
that guy's
every
a
single
one
time.
guy,
The
but
fact
there's
that
a
we're
whole
7
team to the
minutes
left
into this
rolling
game
in.
and we are still getting Mixie at Bazaar, I mean, it
I
makes
love
sense
that.
considering where the circle is pulling. But now it's just getting personal.
Look, I gotta say,
They're getting
if you're
rotated
not
up
tuned
on
into the Twitter
those
beef
racks.
between these two teams that land Bazaar, you should tap in. It is egregious at this point. And frankly, the team on your screen right now has lost most of
tack.
those encounters. up until recently, and apparently recency
That's
bias
a custom
pays off
pack,
in kind
man.
because
What's he
Bazaar
doing?
is theirs right now. And look at this
Careful, just killed Super Evan.
A ridiculously aggressive rotation. As a reminder,
obviously
folks,
working
this
him.
Omit NA squad with Brax, a top 10
Venomous is
team
crazy.
in my opinion, a very strong team, frankly probably a really good team on LAN. They start in the northwestern side of the map, and they've rotated all the way to Bazaar already here in our second circle.
Well, Volcom opens it up, knocks Juju, gets the full.
Omit killed. Brax killed him. Brax is frying. Oh, man.
Woo! Coming on back. This one's gonna be bloody, and Panda's pretty much gonna have to win that gulag because the
This is a
reset is going to
lose-lose
be
here
on
for
the
these
hands of
teams.
Resolve. But I'm
Each
surprised
team just
to
lost
see
two.
Omit NA kind of folding
Omit
like
T
that.
just got slammed by
They had a great
Huskers.
setup, and I think they just got a hair too over aggressive. Didn't have the third there to play trades. Resolve's able to get to the buy station.
Yeah, it's
His
not
team
bad.
is right
I don't
back
mind
against
it, but it's not the
Brax, and,
STG.
his team with Omit NA need to win their gulags and get back for free. And then again, this fight will continue. And well, look at the kill feed. Brax does not win, which
there's
means
no
now
way I'm
they are
taking
player
the-
down. It is just
the
the
tack
youngsters
over the
on
STG.
main stage for the first time for World Series of Warzone, but a long storied player. I'm excited to watch youngsters all day today. But to the Falcons we go, because the question is, where are they? How much money do they have? And how many kills have they found in Pop-Off? And right now, they're continuing to ward off any aggressive moves.
Do you know how many times I've watched the Falcons loot pop-off power? They walk out with $50,000, a backpack full of streaks, and ready to just get mixy. But this squad, I love to take the redeploy and get out of there, but they're just a
talking
hair
about-
south
they're
of
talking
where
about SSD,
the Falcons
but
are
this is
inevitably
an
going to
SSD.
push across. They were back there towards
This is
that bridge
tabulated.
with a mobile buy station to be able to acquire, whether it's more bunker busters,
Yeah,
UAV,
100%
whatever
true.
is
The
going to get them
STG
towards
is
that
going to
next
spry
zone.
it, man.
And you already
That's why I
see
couldn't
that
believe that guy
you're
was running
getting
a
pressured from
custom
different
pack.
angles
Like,
here.
what?
We just need to get inside, stabilize, and figure out our next move.
Unless they're running it like
not
two
too
guys
long
or that,
ago,
because
and
the
while
tack
Navi
inside 50 is really
nowhere to be
good.
found,
but
They are
I don't really
running
know.
away from this fight. I think a player down, and as per the usual, folks, in the private matches like this, you're not 1v3ing very often. And 2v3s, even those are very difficult to win. So
Nobody
you're in a
else will be
true
using anything but
3v3,
the
sure, we're gonna
static.
see some fun fights. But if you lose one, it's the signal flare for the team in the opposition to come flying at you. Whereas your team usually tries
Is
to
the
run
volume
away.
okay
This
for you
time,
guys?
the runners were able to get away as we get some loot. Now, okay, this is a great call from you earlier, Tiff. This is our third circle. We're gonna have some fire cells active. We're gonna have a ton of UAVs
Dubzz-N-Stache just
in the
killed
air. We're
Lost.
gonna have a lot of info.
Dubzz-N-Stache,
This
yeah.
is a great time
Let's
for a
go,
lot of folks
Dubzz.
to get into the mix and find some kills.
It's true. I mean, a lot of people are going to be running Ghost
Wars'
as
team
their
just died.
forces, so
Sage
you'll
and
start
Adrian
seeing
just
things like that.
squad
Like
wiped
Nano
them.
in the distance flank. Maybe they want to get hyper aggro. It's that time to kind of let it all fly.
Yeah,
but
there's
we got a
Adrian right
chance
there.
to
They
talk
squad
to
wiped
Sage,
them.
Adrian, Swag just yesterday, and they were locked in,
Yeah.
ready. And even honestly though, you see Swag.
I like the
post, he's
movement
like,
of the
"Look,
Superior
I know I'm going to
46.
go play
It's
for
still
$1
good.
million, but it feels
It's just
like,
like
I already
if you're like point blank.
All right, FaZe. I'm
that
excited to see
static
that because
just
at the end of the
zaps
day,
ya.
FaZe didn't get a lot
Just like,
of talk at the beginning of the
Yeah.
show, and I think they deserve a little bit more. I do believe we have an interview with maybe the first team out.
Oh no.
Gooey, first team to be eliminated here in the first map. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
Right on, brother, as you should. Anything that went wrong, what's going to go right next time?
Very bad contract spawns, and compared to where we usually land, it was a pretty far flight. So.
The French team got eliminated
Well,
first.
you'll get them next time. And just to remind you of that, we have a small medal for you that says, better luck next time. Hopefully this is a good luck charm for you in the next one, man. Good luck. Back to the casters.
Guy's professional. I'd be like,
Wow,
suck my
that
D,
is
bro.
brutal, Miles. All right, better luck next time. I will give them some credit, though. Team North, first team
All
out.
right,
However,
South Carolina
they
going
were
for a
top
49-yard
10
pin.
every game
on, you
besides game one in the regional finals. So maybe they're just going to repeat history and get top 10. Here's a quick look at our next circle, folks. We're going to see this close in. Now, again, with this circle,
God, it's good.
eyes on
This
team
area is
one
about to be
in
an
the red.
absolute
That is
disaster.
EU tip, and they are just waiting for anybody to come their way.
Great play by these guys. These guys are in power spot.
The Falcons
Cable right there.
as
You're not
well.
going
They're
to
kind of starting
utilize.
that. Now their
This is going to be a
plan
bloodbath right here.
to
These
make
teams
sure that
right
they
here.
clear out one
All
side
these teams
of
are
the
in trouble
circle.
here because they
So
have to
I think
rotate
that
across
EU
this water.
Moving in this
This is
going
gonna
to
be a tough
I'm hoping
rotation
that they
for
did
all
it
those
with enough
teams.
cash and resources to be able to maintain it. Because yes, you can take
Sit
it
right on the other side of that water
but if you
zone.
take it at the wrong time, it really doesn't pan out well for you.
Well, as per the usual, a couple different modalities here for some of our teams. Hunting the edge of zone, especially if maybe you're a western side team, it's probably going to be the name of the game. Looking for
it's just so hard to move in late,
three,
man.
By the way,
if you're moving in late, it's just so hard.
Team. But the fact that we have all members of TBE here, all split up on different teams or coaching, they're still here. They always make their way to land, no matter what it takes. We move on to another fight as Gabe and Blast have gotten into the mix again with Navi. This time, I guess it looks like Navi might have a little bit of a boon on their side with a player advantage.
I don't know. Blast on
side. Plays for South Carolina.
Getting aggressive.
Damn, Gabe got cooked.
Well enough, he just barely missed it. I mean, just barely.
It's not Call of Duty at this rate, and flanked in Gabe. Gabe in the gulag and Flank just trying to get away.
Good play by Flank.
It's a great third party there from a Vision squad that came in and said, yeah, we'll take a piece of this pie and then move on our merry way. Again, a long way to go. Reminder, we took a look at the circle.
Every kill matters, chat.
It is headed towards the east. It is likely headed towards
every
farms.
kill is a
this
big
is
kill.
Military base still, so this is where this team drops. They've been fighting here since the very beginning of the game. As we're moving into fourth circle, they've got to get a move on. They've got to get some resources. Take a look at the bottom left-hand corner of your screen really quick. They have $1,300 to their name and probably not a lot of plates to go around. Hardly a gun to go around. This is going to be a brutal regain for this team. We are slowly but surely creeping into some multipliers as we are into the top 30 teams, which would be a 1.2.
Yeah, and that's going to be very vital here. You want to make your kills do all the work for you. A lot of teams will hit that average of 1.6, 1.8, but a top 5 will be incredibly vital. And if you look, we do already have some teams that are starting to make that work. But you didn't really even get to talk too much about Team Echo because we haven't seen them just yet on the screen. And I would love to check in with them, right? Look, I've played tournaments with Echo. Dandro and I both have, and we've really found success. And honestly, if I say that he found success, he definitely carried me, and I can imagine he's going to do
this SSD right here.
Let's take a look at the Falcons. They found a nest.
They got 2 teams against them right here, though.
This is a fun spot for them. I watched them win a tournament here once they already got to match points. So let's see what Ahsoka can do. Not a crazy amount of eliminations yet. You got to remember, though, of this team, all 3 can be Slayers. Just given whatever game they end up playing.
You just literally have to be in the final circle here.
Easily the lowest amount of kills during regional
like one more circle here, you're gonna get kills. You don't need kills yet.
On the heat, so we'll see what they do. It looks like they've got about 9 or so across the board with a multiplier coming through. So about to find some double digits here shortly, but smartly not giving away a very strong position, holding several teams rotating in.
Well, hear me out. Shifty in a bush, just peeking. I want to listen in with them. Let's hear what the Falcons have to say.
You break it? No, I popped the tire, though.
Popped another one. I mean, that should be low shit.
Gotta take the balloon. He just bought back. Get on the street, too. Get on the street. Get on the street. Fighting.
They're so patient, man. They're so patient.
You see that zip? Shifty? Get right here. Get right here. In these bushes. 1 second.
Like that patience right there. It's a free kill. Oh, we didn't see him. Yeah, now he does.
Absolutely, he's behind something. Look your right. I haven't looked right yet, D.
Look at the head glitch he's playing right here, guys. So smart, man. They're not panicking. They're just chill. Just working corners.
We should swing the hill, no?
Left, yeah.
We can even take the balloon. Nah, let's run.
Got clues out there. Sorry for that team that was on our left.
On Echo. Maybe up there pretty good.
Big Steve, don't go. Chris and Sage go down.
Yeah, Adrian is still alive. Okie though, getting the trades on Mario. Lots things happening.
Look at this, man. This win con.
Look at this. Look at this rotation. He is high ground now.
50 players left in fifth zone. This is looking to. It's playing like how it's playing online. Like this chat. I thought it was gonna play slower. No, everybody's fucking full sending.
There we go.
Aiden's still alive, but his last one, he's gonna be able to trade out.
Aiden last one up.
He's dead.
Kill.
Oh, he's dead.
Top 19.
Dead again.
1.4. Right that 9
he got
kills
top
with
20.
1.4. That's not bad.
FIFA kill. Look at FIFA kills team though. 4th place here.
Panda wipe.
FIFA just went down.
Aiden's team wiped. That's
Everybody's gotta focus. Everybody has to focus on SSD here.
Wait, this is a win con fight, chat. They win this fight. Huge for the end game. Huge for the end game.
Yeah. How many users are using? This is really good. This is huge. This is a huge fight. It's only 2 though. Zakar, Rocket. They already killed 1. 3v2. Should be an easy fight.
Look at him flank. You just saw Shifty flank down to your right. GG.
It wasn't even them.
He's dead. Oh yeah.
Rocket's the last one up.
Oh, that is true. That's B-Mark, the man on the horse pick. Okay, so J-Tech is in. I think J-Tech is in the middle of the zone.
As long as
with
Falcons
the
right here
heavy
don't.
armored vehicle. So yeah, I think so.
As long as Falcons right here don't lose the person and they're trying to tunnel this, that'll be okay.
True. If they kill this guy, if they kill him, they're gonna be. He has very good loot.
I'm about to say, bro.
Look, and the LTV, bro. Who's that? Who's that? They gotta be careful.
What is this zone, bro? This isn't one we would have guessed.
Yeah.
It's a nice zone, though.
That's man the horse pick. I said it.
Rocket finally gets cut down, but it actually goes
Here we go.
J-Tech and B-Mark.
Smells like Chick-fil-A. Smelling good.
Echo's team is in first right now with 19.4 points. That means Echo's team is cooking, bro. They have a lot of kills.
14 kills. They're going crazy.
Juki's is still up.
Now this is such a fun conversation.
We have Echo's team. Echo's team with 70 kills. Falcons team with 11. Bifa kill with 10 kills. And Colony with 10 kills. Wow.
By the way, side note, Vibez. Yuki said whenever they win a game, he's calling you out on the main stage. He said it. He told me to tell you.
I like that.
In a good way or in a bad way?
In a bad way.
I mean, right now they're in third place. They're feasting, bro. They're doing really good.
Guys, only 10 teams up right now. 10 teams up in the 6th zone.
Juki's going down as we speak versus Enkyo.
This is playing out like it plays online.
Yep, Enkyo.
I mean, SSD's gonna win this match, guys. They have high ground. They're not fighting right now. SSD's gonna win this match. Oh, they have all the resources they possibly need. Now they're cooking everybody coming up the hill. Everybody coming up the hill is just getting fed to SSD.
Shoka.
Look at Soka, man. They're gonna take the first game.
Are they gonna take the first game? They might. 34. I think Enkyo's already dead.
SSD wins this match easy, bro.
Oh my God, but the trade, that's gonna be Enkyo. I'm surprised he's still in the zone. What just happened? Bacon's gonna go down. Soka getting a knock.
This is a free win for Falcons. That's not
Two
good.
teams in the zone. I mean, it's good they're staying there, but who has power? Tifa's by himself in the single Falcons power position, setting up for the win con here.
Sir, Enkyo, the last one.
They're about to get so many kills right here, chat.
Top 5 Falcons.
Top 3.
Game 1.
Game 1.
They're controlling the whole map.
You see how they just rotated it back? Now they don't have to clear it back.
Oh, 3v3-1.
I don't know.
They're so smart.
Who's the trio then?
Oh, he's last alive.
I think it's Braxton. I think it's Braxton.
Wait, hold on.
Oh!
Oh my God, FIFA could win
Last
it.
one. FIFA, it's a 2v1 now.
FIFA could spoil it.
Wait.
Go down.
Shifty.
You gotta get that full. You gotta get that full, man.
Shifty.
Shifty's gonna gun him.
It's a 1v1.
First game.
Oh my God, from a 3v1v1.
1v1v2.
3 solos. 3 solos. What up, Papa? You got 3 solos here.
Shifty and FIFA have to play together.
Oh, he got him off!
Oh my God.
2v1v1.
Will the third party be the difference maker?
Shifty's in a good spot because they gotta hit each other.
They got the heavy armored vehicle. They're rotating. They got him.
FIFA goes down. It's a 2v1. It's a 2v1.
On the horse pick.
Yo! J-Tech's team with the first win. Dude, the main broadcast doesn't even see the last kill. Who is doing the broadcast for Call of Duty? They don't even get to see the last kill? Woo! Said this is $1 million Call of Duty tournament. $1 million.
Single elimination?
Damn, Hector's roasting him. He's got a .1 KD online. Damn. Here's the problem, though. The Falcons, that's the first game, and the Falcons already have a huge.
Hey, we need a replay. We need a replay. What the fuck just happened?
This is why Repulse and these guys should be the main broadcast. Get rid of the trash Call of Duty commentators. Let Repulse cook.
We need a replay.
And then we got FIFA ended up chalking the SSD.
Is that what happened?
Because I think he ended up getting the trades, and then they ended up being low man, and then the other team.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Woo!
For real, I want to know how
I don't know. I don't know.
Can we have a prediction on this?
Okay, guys, this is a match point tournament. What that means is once you get, I think it's 150 points. You get to 150 points, you don't just win. But if you get to 150 points in 3 games and you win map 4, game over. You don't need all 6. But if you get to 150 points in 3 games and you don't win the next matches, they keep going until somebody wins match point. So you could potentially have like 12 teams on match point, which I've seen in the other tournaments happen. So if you don't win when you're on match point, it doesn't matter. So you can fry. If you can't get a win when it matters, you're not going to win. That's why they made match point last year. It was a runaway. It was boring. This year they made match point and it's gas.
They had like 17 or 18 kills. Echo's team. I believe they died with.
God, we should be there right now. God damn.
Yeah, they had it, and then
they had a great position. The
Biffle couldn't get himself off.
In this
Yeah,
transition.
I want to
Watch
know,
this
bro.
move.
Yeah,
When
I think
you
FIFA was
lose
the
to
point.
Soka here, all of a sudden you're
See,
in
they're right
trouble.
here.
We did pop up. We
People
did this
comes
morning,
over
buddy.
here and does some
We
third-party
did.
bullshit.
Tomorrow's Money in the Bank.
Third party DS, why was it there?
He couldn't smoke him. He goes for the third.
Like,
And then that shocked it.
how many kills did Slide in have?
That is true.
I think you're probably still going to see the
When you
Falcons in
watch when
first
he
place,
does the
though,
vehicle,
chat.
see? Slide comes through over here, then he splits Shifty and his teammate.
The moment I love
This is why Twitch is trash. This is literally why Twitch is so garbage, you guys. Immediately commercials. The most important part,
Counted for them, and what I want to
Twitch
happen
is
is
just
to
a trash
allow
game.
them to put extra firepower
wild.
on, to grab the LTV, to take
God,
that
Twitch is just
challenge,
so bad
and then
with
know that
commercials,
BMAR
That's wild.
has your
Twitch is
back.
like
It's like
normal
a
ass commercials
diversion, and
now.
it was so executed well that, I mean, look, 2x,
11
however
a.m.
many
Yeah, I mean,
eliminations they've got, but I hope
amazing
we
they
got
can't
some people to talk to, and I want to
3
hear
minutes of
revenge
ads
for
on
themselves.
Twitch.
Miles, what you got for BMARC?
We'll come back to repulls when the game starts.
The moment we saw
3
the
minutes of
highlights, man.
ads.
Congratulations on that first map win. How you feeling after that?
Feeling
Yo,
great. I feel like that's the
sir.
perfect start we could have.
Justin, what's good, bro?
That's the best start we could have asked for. Like, honestly, the adrenaline's going. My heart's racing a million miles a minute right now. You know, our IGL slide over there put us in the best spot to win the game early. We know this World Series is going to play way different than any other tournament, any other scrim. We're kind of chalking early kills a little bit and playing for endgame, and we know there's going to be a lot of freebies in the endgame.
You got the freebies, man. We saw the last play there with the LTV, dude, crushing it. Obviously, you said things
He
are going to plan
ran
so far. I
Shifty
mean,
over
where do you
with
go
an
from here?
LTV
You still
for
keep
the
the
win.
aggression up? You still trying to maintain
Toxic.
points, or you
Even
want to
on
sort of
land,
cruise a
that's
little bit?
toxic.
You know, I talked to my teammates before, and we talked about consistency. Consistency is going to be key all
Hell yeah,
weekend,
Venom.
today, tomorrow. We just want to make it to endgame
Joseph,
every
how are
game
you,
and
bro?
try to keep that average placement up.
It's beautiful. You got a lot of fans here in the crowd. There was a lot of
Kevin,
noise
welcome.
when that win went through. What do you want to say to these
welcome.
guys?
I just want to say thank you to all my supporters, all our supporters, all the players here. This turnout is amazing. It's a surreal experience. I can't believe it.
They do. Thank you so much, Beams. Good luck. We'll see you in game 2. Desk, take it away.
All right, game number 1 has concluded, and what a game it was. Not only because it gave us a little bit of EMEA, actually quite a bit of that, we have to say. Falcons were also showing themselves FIFA. We had a lot of conversation about them. They finished up in top 3, and, well, this team of Revenge Tour, take it all. Let's start there, right, Danjo? Revenge Tour, we're talking BMARC, JTech, Slide. How impactful is it for this trio
Wait, did Florida
specifically
State
to
lose
win
again?
game number
Are
1
they
in
0-3
World
to
Series
start
of
the
Warzone?
year?
This is just the
No way.
ultimate confidence boosters, what this really is, right? These are just 3 players who are coming together to really kind of showcase and shine. And I love, these
I've died
kind of
to-
haven't really ever
I've died
been
to Blast
respected, if I'm
before.
being honest
He
with you.
absolutely
I just
dookied
feel
on
like
me.
they have to be able to keep up this consistency.
Sure.
But being able to win game number 1
It's
in the global
incredible.
final, insane.
Well, let's actually go right back to you, Danjo, because early aggression is what we saw. We discussed maybe we see some slower moments. This game, nothing like that.
Yeah, Hardy's zone really just kind of comes together and forces a lot of these teams to eventually fight. We saw Falcons take that sort of power position over there at Academy, and just you watch them just basically have all of these kills funnel on into them. So many teams were able to do that. I was watching that kill feed, man, and it was just non-stop. I got
Dude,
a little
Michigan
intel saying
beat
Scrim,
Arkansas State
players
by
kind of
10.
figured out they can start kind of moving around the map,
What?
maybe a little bit faster than they were used to.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm looking in particular at the
Florida
the
State
EMEA
lost
squad.
again
That's
today
really
to
well
Memphis. They're 0-3. They were the number 5 team in the country to start the year. Who's making
I'm
these
really
ratings?
a big fan of their early rotation.
Who's
I'm a big
deciding on
fan
these ratings?
of where they were putting themselves. They were unlucky with the zone pull, so I think that's a big part of why we might not see them that high up the leaderboard. But they're doing the right things so far. But of course, would be amiss to not talk about Team FIFA kill, right?
Yes.
Jinkies and Lennon. We see them there at the end, and they go big throughout that one. I said that they were coming into this with a plan, finally, and it looks like they have fixed the mistakes, that they had beforehand. And finally, Team Echo. They put a lot of kills early, and then their positioning onward from there was beautiful.
Revenge Tour, Slide, BMARC, JTech, they take game number
Welcome
1.
up.
I love
Welcome
the
in.
name. I like the interview from BMARC. He's feeling confident. He's feeling good. A team that we didn't cover in Top of Show. There were so many greats to talk about. Well, we now need to start discussing them a bit more. Who knows where they're going to be on the leaderboard, but game number one, it's got to make them feel good and feel confident. They weren't the only team, though, to do well, at least from the EMEA side. Who else should we be discussing?
Well, there were a lot of teams that we saw did pick up a lot of eliminations, and we were kind of talking about that, which teams fell off a little bit, but maybe, you know, not get that placing. But I was looking at Team Echo, Prodigy, Oki, and of course, Echo, of course. But no, the one thing that amazes me about this squad, of course, we saw that Oki on LAN before previously had went through some surgeries, right? Prodigy right now, he actually has an injury now, so it's a thumb injury. So this team, I don't know what it is with Prodigy and Oki, they're always going against some type of adversity. So it's like, oh my goodness, the fact that Prodigy was picking up eliminations with an injury on his thumb is huge.
It looks, I was like, dude, did somebody hit it with a hammer? What happened? He's like, I actually don't know. The man woke up and his thumb is just as big as can be. But hey, apparently it didn't affect him whatsoever.
Look, they also have the landing heat map. What the hell?
Yeah. Oh, that's fire.
Hey, it matches the map.
Go main broadcast. Go main broadcast. We did? The one that we did?
Yeah.
Yeah, JD, how close does it look?
Yep, look at the chit chat.
It's no surprise to see that this area kind of saw a lot of teams get caught.
It literally, perfect.
Except I thought the top left of the map would be a little bit more cooking.
Where we land out here.
Yeah.
Bro,
that shit's long there, huh?
Hey, bro, that shit dripping, bro. That shit dripping for real.
Oh, man.
That shit for real dripping too, man. Oh, man.
Hey, man.
Come on, man.
Bro, yo, this kind of does play out with what we all wrote down when it comes to the landing spots. When we did it, we posted on Post Check Twitter that, you know what I'm saying? This is exactly what we all pointed out. Wow.
What I was gonna say, fuck, I completely forgot. There was another team that ended up getting. Why?
Who? Off rip?
Off rip. Who was it? It was
There was another team we didn't get to see. We saw FLS, but there was another team.
Oh yeah, the team I was trying to talk to you about.
Yeah,
is
39th and 40th.
What happened to Vortex? Like,
oh yeah, yeah. What happened to them off rip, guys?
We saw Vortex take the market spot initially, and then we had Panda rotate a different spot and then rotate into market. You think Panda ended up beating Vortex on that fight?
Can we get a replay on like Panda's POV?
Yeah, Josh, we could probably do that. That'd be great.
Panda POV?
A Panda POV.
See what happened there.
Like whenever they rotated into markets, like mid game or something, like in the beginning.
Oh shit!
I don't know, chat. All right.
Wait, did you guys figure out how many kills?
Chat, they're updating the scoreboard right now. They're updating it. As soon as
6. Winner 6.
As soon as we get the leaderboard, guys, we'll give it to you. Okay?
Yo.
As soon as we get that, we'll show it to you guys.
The Lucha Bros set to debut in the next month.
Let's go. Leaderboard here. Here we go.
Already?
Let's check it.
Holy shit. Already?
Oh my. Main broadcast audio off.
This is not. This is not good. This is not good for everybody.
Hold on.
Wait, where
bro,
I thought they were faster.
Bro, this leaderboard
Nick Cool, baby.
looks fucking
Venom, thank you for the
insane.
shit.
Hey,
Bro,
let me see.
wait. DJ and them died so early?
Brother.
Yo, Nick Cool was dropped initially. Wasn't playing Call of Duty. He came back, went through LCQ, and he boom. Look at that. This team right here is shocking. That one shocks me. Ooh, Huskers getting slammed again.
Oh yeah, was there an interview? So it was.
These guys won, you guys. You see, look at this. They won. 14 points though, 8th place.
So Reload's literally in dead last.
You literally said it. You're like, we all know the 40th team. Reload.
Hey, it's just one game. It's just one game. I'm just saying though. It's just one game.
Oh, it's one game. Hey, but hey, I'm happy Juki's and then FIFA are sitting second place.
Second place.
Wow.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, nobody expected that. Not a single fucking person expected them to be up here.
No.
With the way they've been playing, with the way that team argues with each other, hey, bro. But
like you said,
we did say, hey, on land,
brother, Twitch is just the worst, man. Holy cow, Twitch is the worst.
Juki's Linen, they're in 3rd place. And, well, Enigma, you covered Omit EU. There they are in 4th.
Yeah, absolutely. A big fan of Omit EU and what they were trying to do in terms of the fundamental positioning, the early rotations, basically change their drop spot. Apologies. But
somebody's got to land
well when it comes to Omit EU.
You can't have this.
That they are, you know, I could
if anybody here actually wants to win this tournament and not play for second, they have to try to land on.
What I will say is with the Falcons play in particular that you brought up there, Dandro, one one of the things that Soka loves to do is trying to take that early, strong spot and then use the out of bounds as an area to really seal them off. And I think that that was the difference maker between the two teams there. I think if only EU go for that church spot early, they can make that same play instead. So fine margins, but seeing a lot of EMEA presence nice and early.
I mean, dude, I love that. But I also got to shout out Heeds for that 1v2 on.
Nasty.
My God. That was the one. That was the 180 just choke slam on people. I was like, oh wow, like great positioning here. I'm like, oh okay, we're shooting nukes today. I love it.
All right, well, FIFA Kill and his crew, they did an incredible job. Currently sit in 3rd place. We actually had a chance to hear from FIFA Kill. Let's hear what he had to say.
Or not.
Series of Warzone here in Las Vegas. I'm here with Team FIFA Kill, and that is going to be, of course, FIFA Kill, Lennon, and Jukies.
Wow.
It's fair to say, lads, it's been a bit of a rocky road. Can you talk about why it's been a tough year?
I mean, we had a good start in the group stages with, I think, 4th place overall in Europe. And then an update came out, our buy station left, and we didn't know where to land anymore. So the rest of the story has just basically been trying to find a home for us.
I know that you are talking... Where's Liam gone?
Wait, what?
He was literally
just there.
Not again.
LOL.
We got an interview. Come on. We'll come back for that on Sunday.
What are the real expectations for your team this week?
We're one of those teams that it can all come together on the day, so I think we have a very high ceiling.
Go, baby!
I think
good block.
we
Touchdown,
can
Ducks. Let's go.
for sure. I mean, it's LAN. LAN and online is
good
so
block,
different.
Ferguson.
We haven't really been able to play on equal ping. On the EU ones, we played a lot better, and we've all got experience on that, so I think that's going to play in our favor.
You two in particular, what does this guy bring to your team?
I think the most important thing he brings to his team
is
kills. He's usually a top fighter.
Yo, JDB! Welcome. Thank you for the follow, man.
How we're going to do that, where we're going to get the opening knock, coordinating where we should be to break down a team.
I mean,
Liam, you're not going to get away with
SSD gets second, they're still in first place.
Yeah, I'm going to ask as well.
Like, somebody's got to try to land on him, otherwise they're just going to run away with it.
Extra set of eyes, but I don't mean that. I mean, like, his vision is great in the team. I get my trade as well. Sometimes if I get full killed, he'll get the 2-piece, even if I don't get a knock.
Yo, my man JD, thank you for the follow, Bill. Welcome in, man.
Leading us around the map, you know. I'll pick the fights and maybe coordinate the fights. But like, wherever we fight, like what area we are, that's all on FIFA. And that obviously comes with a big part of his brain. I think he's one of the smartest players to ever grace the game. So I've got one of the best guns.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And that was Team FIFA Kill here at the World Series of Warzone Global
He's so
Finals
handsome.
in Las Vegas.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, we got to kill him.
Wait, not necessarily the front one, Josh. I want to see what happened after this.
Well, he grabs heli. I want to see this, actually.
Okay.
This is going to tell the whole story. So I think he wanted to go to a heli so he could get to
Game
markets
number 2 is about to start.
No way he got beamed out. Well, they just...
No, this is good. Keep it here. We'll see.
Holy shit, he just got beat.
Because how did Resolve die?
That is true.
So
I think they're just hovering.
I think Panda thought it was faster to get the heli to get to markets, which I think it might have been.
I think he's hauling ass.
How did Resolve die? Did he get shot?
Chat, look at the leaderboard at the bottom, man. Look at the leaderboard at the bottom, bro.
Don't tell me he got sniped out the sky.
SSD on first.
No, we didn't even get to finish going over it. Let's just go over the top 5 real quick. So, chat, Gabe and them in top 5. We did see them cook at the beginning, but they died really early. So most of their points are from kills. Calling them, bro, they were. That was genuinely last chance squall.
They literally qualified from the wild card.
Yeah, absolute wild card.
Oh my
what the
god.
Fuck?
What are they doing here?
I don't know.
I don't know why.
I think they're tweaking. They're tweaking.
They said we know that team lands there. He's like, what are we doing?
No, they're tweaking insanely.
They panicked.
Yeah, no, this is not live. This is not like we're watching the replay. On the top right, chat. Bokum fucked his drop, they said.
And
So that's how
Resolve
they
is
did it.
dying somewhere else.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then he got another one. Yeah, I mean that just rocked them completely. Where are they sitting out on the leaderboard? You can take it off, Josh.
That was so confusing.
Of this competition, you've got to make it to in-game, but you got to make it to
They're
in-game
pre-game.
with kills.
Pre-game,
so
chat. They're in
revenge
pre-game.
toward
Let's go.
Dubzz-N-Stache, and
Let's go.
actually
Game.
revenge
I will
up to
say
their
game number
namesake,
one was
but
mad
yet
juicy.
again,
It was.
not
Hey,
a
we got
lot of kills to
five
go
more.
around.
It was a team that no one
That's kind of
expected
our-
to be winning a match. That was nice.
Oh, we got top fraggers already.
Oh, chat.
Look at Nick Cool, baby. Come on, Nick Cool. Come on, man. Nick Cool's such a good dude, man.
And then we have a three-way tie with between Ziggs, Echo, and Nickel with 6 kills for top 4. And then we have a 4-way tie between Enkyo, Biffle, Soka, and Juki for top 7.
Look at this.
Your top 10
SSD.
individual fraggers for game
3 of the
1.
top 10 fraggers. That's not good for the lobby.
Oh my God,
It's
wait.
not good for anybody.
Prodigy. Let's talk about them. Prodigy being the one team that was able to beat Falcons in a long time, bro. That's something like, bro, and they did it.
Bro, the people in chat are just crazy on Twitch. It says day 1. Is there multiple days? Yeah, brother. These are the same people that call these guys hackers and cheaters. They don't even know the tournament format. That's why you can't take it seriously.